Hi, it's Mike Dussault with Electro-Voice here on behalf of Planet DJ at the NAMM Show 2013, and really proud to introduce you folks to Electro-Voice's brand new line of loudspeakers called ZLX. There are 4 models in the family, 2 powered and 2 passive. There's a 12-inch two-way and a 15-inch two-way, again, both available powered or passive. I'm going to show you a little bit about the powered stuff today because it's got a few more bells and whistles, but really what we set out to do was build an incredible loudspeaker at an absolutely incredible price point. It seems like technology just keeps advancing, and we're able to pack so much stuff in a very affordable package for DJs that it's absolutely amazing. Going through some of the features, and the first thing that really stands out is actually on the back of the box. We have an amazing LCD screen with all kinds of DSP built in, but although it's all this power behind the box, we've still managed to keep it in a very user-friendly type of format. You can see just on the main screen here, you would have level input monitoring for both inputs, 1 and 2 here. We do have a 3rd input that carries a stereo mini jack. If you're going to plug in just an iPod, something very simple, you can do that as well. Once we scroll into the menus, you'll see that there's all kinds of different presets, depending if you're doing something with just pre-recorded music playback or possibly live sound setting. There's even a speech setting and even a nightclub setting, which obviously then accentuates the lows and the highs a little bit, giving you some of that boom that's often popular in that kind of style. In addition to that, we've also compensated and given you options for how the speaker is being used, whether you're putting it on a pole mount tripod like we are here, or if you're laying it down and using the integrated 55-degree monitor angle. If you're using it in a live sound setting, you want to use it as monitor, we can compensate for that. There's even an optional U-bracket if you want to hang the box or mount it to a wall that would remove these 2 handles here, and a U-bracket would go on the back. So there's even a setting for compensation for that. If there's any boundary effect for mounting it to a wall, that'll actually help tame that a little bit as well. Getting more into the DSP, obviously you still have individual control over treble, bass, even with the sub setting. If you're using it as a standalone box, you can certainly set the sub setting to off. We're not using a sub in that instance. But in addition to that, there's also, depending on what sub you're using, there's different high pass filters, so you can tune it to your liking. High pass filters at 80 Hertz, 100 or 120. We even do have a setting if you choose to use this with our LiveX ELX-118 sub from our LiveX family. We do have a preset with that, so you can know that that sub can work with the ZLX family and be tuned perfectly to match each other. In addition to that, there's also some controls. We won't get into everything here, but there's even control of the LED light on the front of the box that can be set to either on, off, or as a limit light. We'll set it to on, so when I flip the box around, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. That's where the LED light would be, and that can be on, off, or again, set to a limit light. So you know if you're hitting it a little bit too hard, it's going to warn you right there. Very heavy-duty construction, nice full-face grill with a very clean look. You know, what really sets this box apart is what's inside. The Electro-Voice engineers have perfected stuff from tours all over the world and the world's biggest installations, and we've really trickled down that technology into ZLX, including a patented design that was originally included in our TourX monitors years back. We brought it into the ZLX family here, and what you'll see is a patented split baffle design. This split baffle actually allows this portion to serve as the port of the box. Therefore, we don't have to have a port anywhere else on the box, thus making it more compact. In addition to that, what that also allows us to then do is bring these drivers closer together, so the lows and the highs are more like a single point source, not coming from separate places, more like a single point source. In addition to that, then we can bring this horn forward a little bit, and then internally, those drivers are then time aligned, physically time aligned in the same plane. and you can't see it here, but inside those drivers are in the same physical space. Therefore, the sound is actually arriving to your ear at the same time and not creating any phase problems or things like that. So a lot of time and detail has gone into these cabinets, you know, and you know, what's most impressive at the end of the day is you're getting all that at an absolutely incredible price, unmatched by anything in its price point. These things sell, the powered ZLX-12P is $399. The 15P is $499. The passive models that I mentioned earlier are $100 less, so the 12 would be $299, and the passive 15 would then be $399. So incredible, incredible pricing. They'll be shipping very soon, probably available in about late April, early May at Planet DJ.